Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Duck Talks number 9. Um, First of all, I hope you have noticed that I changed my YouTube name. No? Well, it was not a big change. Now my name is Napalmratte, as it is my player name, and I got rid of the Napalm Priest. It also was a bit confusing because there was a second guy named Napalm Priest on YouTube that didn't do too much with War Thunder. Now, today's topic is a bit bigger, and I begin with like this. To educate and entertain the War Thunder player base or the community is one thing, and so far I did pretty well. And I'm just short of 250 subscribers at the moment, so thank you very much for all those who have subscribed, but it is not enough. And why? Um, I will explain in a moment. So, what I plan is a bit more. For example, have you ever heard about the WTPC, the War Thunder Player Council, where players could contact the War Thunder developers directly? No? Well, up until this day, or today, I haven't known about this either. I um, read about it a little bit, and it seemed to have failed. And in some degrees, in the long term, I want to bring back life to it. So, the next thing is we all within War Thunder that love the game, we have to fight a declining player base or player numbers or players that are actively playing War Thunder, and there are numerous reasons. First of all, we have Pokemon Go, so people actually go outside. What a shame. Then we have summer. Again, people go outside. What a shame. Other games. How dare you to play something else? And then we have Gaijin. Oh, oh. Well, let's talk a little bit about this. First of all, also in a why it is not enough that I have just short of 250 subscribers. Everybody that wants to do YouTube wants to grow, but for me, I want to have good videos, and I want a lot of people to watch them. So actively, the subscriber number is not that important. It's more the views per videos. It has nothing to do with money. It has just it's a raw form of feedback. If nobody is watching my video, maybe the thumbnail is not interesting, or the title is bad or annoying or boring, whatever. But the subscriber number is for one thing important, and that is the Gaijin Partnership program, and therefore I need 1,500 subscribers before I can ask them for a little bit of help in terms of golden eagles, or maybe have access to premium vehicles that you might want to have seen in a tank or plane review. Now, to this moment, I didn't do any proper plane reviews, but I did good gameplay with, or what I think is good gameplay with a bit of commentary and explanation how I fly it, what I do in it, and how I can have success in that specific plane. Now, so the partnership program would be something nice. Then there is this frustrating part about Gaijin, and you have to understand it. I love War Thunder. A lot of you really love the game, but the publisher, in this case Gaijin, just, to sum it all up, they did all the hard work already. They did stuff that other publishers fight with maybe the entirety of the entire life of their game with, that Gaijin did already do pretty good, like the stability of the client and other stuff. overall, you have to say that the game is pretty good. It looks good. We had two big patches, respecting the water and then the clouds, and also the flight, the models of the planes, the visual models, and also the models of the tanks, and a big portion of historical facts they did right. But some of them are not very satisfying for at least a big part of the community. And so it is all the more surprising that they put all this hard work into, the difficult part, but seem to let out the easy part that, really, wants you to crush your teeth, so to speak, and why it doesn't get addressed. In the long run, I want to collect, the criticism of the big problems and pack it together in a condensed form and present it to the guys of War Thunder. I might not have direct contact to the devs, as it would be foolish to think that it is easy. But again, maybe in the long run, if I don't try, I never will have success. Um, the real two big problems are, first of all, the lack of communication. As I said, the War Thunder Player Council seemed to have failed, and from what I've heard, it was also partially the fault of the community, which I cannot understand, but I was told so, I just can tell you how I was told, as I don't know it better. And also, there are cultural differences. Now, I say this as a German, alright? And when I talk to people from other European countries, and also, even Australia, I talk to, and also from the USA and the United Kingdom. It's not part of the EU now. Just kidding. The They all seem to agree that it. They don't understand why those easy fixes aren't made. Um, so yeah, that would be one big topic. And it seems like that the people in charge within Gaijin, so the bosses, so to speak, that they are all Russians. At least that's what I know. And I think sometimes you have to pack, the problems in a different form so that it's getting more easily to understand where the actual problem is. All right. I have numerous way to express it with different kind of explanations, and I would be glad to explain it, in a direct way. We cannot wait much longer for changes as the player base is really declining. That is not something that I say. We have the numbers right now. Um, there are not even 20,000 players worldwide online. But this number is actually not that big. You have to understand. A match has, a certain amount of time. Then players don't want to wait 5 minutes in queue time for every match they play. And the next thing is we have from battle rating 1.0 to up to 9.0, the battle ratings. And then we have not just plane, but also tanks. And then we have 3 different game modes. So overall, we have like 5 or 6 different active game modes. Arcade, realistic, and simulator, both for planes and tanks. And you should distribute a player base without a long queue time. You know, it will not work very long. And it leads to the problem that there are much more mixed matches, especially for plane RB. And not just me, but also a lot of the people that I talk to, they despise mixed matches, and they rather just leave the match, and then they're done when it happens a few times in a row, and they just quit War Thunder and play something else. Now, I therefore we need a big player base, and also a big player base that is happy will spend a bit of money in the long term, and that it is what Gaijin trying to do, to develop a game that in the end will make money. And you don't have to forget, War Thunder is still in development for 3 years now, or over 3 years, or more like 3.5 years, that it is like now in open beta, including tanks. And ships are still to come. From what I've heard, it's still like half a year to go, which is a long time, by the way. And all that together is difficult to handle. And so that's the part where you finally come in. What you can do. First of all, those who are subscribed to me, or rather those who watch my videos and take the advices and the help that I give them in not just my usual videos with the average gameplay, but also the tank reviews, or nearly plain reviews, I'd say. You're not the problem. You know the stuff. You're probably subscribed to other YouTubers like theOrangeDooms or Mike Goes Boom, which also provide content that educates you in a little bit. But I'm sure that a lot of you are also in a clan where you know people that don't watch YouTube, that don't know all the tricks you do. So there are two things you can do. You can teach them yourself, and you also can show them that there are YouTube channels that specifically are made for educating unexperienced players. Now, on one hand, that was shameless advertisement, but on the other hand, those who watch it, you don't have to pay anything. I made not a single cent from YouTube until now. You don't have to watch any advertisement, and so far. But the next thing is, you profit from it, and also your colleagues profit from it, and in the long term you have more fun when playing successfully, don't you? So that was the basic message. I actually hold back a little bit of information there, as I have a bit more actually to talk about, but I hope that I will give more in-depth information about what I've planned within the next Stock Talk, which hopefully will come up within or the next week. And I think that's it. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and hope to see you on the battlefield.